Hello everyone. I recently went through the beta for Recon Breakpoint, and I do have a few things to say about it. So I think that the game is interesting and it certainly has potential. However, I think that this game is more geared towards a group play. My reason for thinking that is because of just the amount of checkpoints there are or enemies in the world. If you're a solo player, you literally drive through at least 2 checkpoints every mile. It's just ridiculous at how many checkpoints there are. Some of the vehicles in that game, they don't have the controls of the gun slaved to the driver. So that means unless you are playing with someone else, more than likely most vehicles won't allow you to really clear the roadblocks unless you get out and deal with it yourself as a solo player. So that's kind of where I'm kind of thinking with that. Also because of the fact that without a group, it does kind of limit you in terms of proficiency. One of the things I noticed quickly playing the beta is that the Panther class is so OP in just the PvE area due to the fact that it's not reducing its damage from silencers. You can kill enemies before they have any sort of clue as to where you are for like the vast majority of the game. So yeah, I don't know how I'd feel trying that with as solo with like Assault or one of the other ones. On that note, though, I was kind of disappointed to see that there wasn't a class that gave bonuses to LMGs. Perhaps that's going to be something in the full game, but I didn't see anything related to LMG bonuses in the beta. So, yeah, that's kind of the PvE end. On the PvP end, I don't think that this game really has any balance towards PvP, and maybe they'll fix it later. But even if they did, I don't see this game as being a game that should be geared towards some PvP. In large part because of the fact that, you pick all of your own stuff, right? And so the issue I noticed in beta was everybody was using the bolt action sniper rifles because it's a one shot, one kill. All it takes is one person camping to completely win the game, assuming that they are paying attention to their surroundings. As such, it makes it so that there's no real point in playing the other classes besides sniper because sniper is the one that gets bonuses towards that. The other classes like Panther or Assault, they all struggle to deal with snipers because they require a bit more closer range than that. Panther more so than Assault. Because see, in PvP, the bonuses for Panther get more restricted. They're restricted down to SMGs, which does not help in the slightest. SMGs just don't have the range that ARs do or some of the other things. So essentially, they've made a class that's super restricted to close quarters combat. And until they balance out sniper rifles, that's not really going to do anything for you. On top of that, I don't think that you're really going to be able to win against an assault in close quarters because they get bonuses with shotgun. That's another problem of the class in PvP, is that it only takes the negative penalties from silencers on SMGs and pistols away. It's not giving you any bonuses towards one weapon. Because those weapons do such low damage, it's not really affected by silencers to begin with. In short, it's just not a really great bonus. So yeah, they've got a lot to work out between now and the release. But overall, I think that this would be a better game for group play than Borderlands 3. I know people are going to be like, what? You know, because everybody's all hyped for Borderlands. And that's just my honest opinion. The problem with Borderlands right now is it has too many bugs, and I feel they did a very poor job with mods and Zane skill trees. So if you're wanting a game that you want that encourages group play, then I highly recommend just getting Ghost Recon Breakpoint for now, and then next year when Borderlands 3 gets launched to Steam and all that other stuff, then perhaps by then they'll fix all their stuff. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying to completely ignore Borderlands 3. I'm just saying give it time to fix itself and play other games. And Ghost Recon Breakpoint is one of the games that I think group players will enjoy. If you're not looking for a group play game, then I would say Greedfall. Greedfall has its own problems as well, but overall, I think they did a pretty good job of staying close to the RPG formula, and it actually can be a fun game. But that's the most I have on all this. Thanks for listening.